This morning, you woke up and ate breakfast. You didn't question it. You didn't wonder where the habit came from. You just did it, the way you do every single day. But the real answer is far stranger than you think. Breakfast is not ancient. It is not even old. For most of the time humans have existed on this planet, there was no such thing as a first meal of the day. There was no meal schedule at all. Your ancestors did not eat because the clock told them to. They ate because their body told them to, and their body did not care what time it was. Think about that for a second. Every day you eat on a rhythm dictated by culture, not biology. Wake up, eat, work, eat again, eat once more before bed. It feels natural because it is familiar, but familiar is not the same as natural. So what did your ancestors actually do instead? For nearly all of human history, food was not guaranteed. It was hunted, gathered, tracked, dug up, and fought for. There was no refrigerator. There was no pantry. There was only the question of whether today would produce enough to survive it. Anthropologist Richard Wrangham has spent decades studying how early humans obtained and processed food, and his research points to something surprising. Eating was rarely a scheduled event. It was opportunistic. You ate when food appeared, not when a clock said it was time. Imagine living that way. No alarm telling you it's time for eggs and toast. No lunch break at noon. Just hunger and the world's willingness to answer it. Some days brought abundance. A large kill, a good foraging haul, a tree heavy with fruit. Other days brought almost nothing. And your body, the same body you carry around today, was built for exactly that unpredictability. This is the part most people never think about. Your metabolism was not designed for 3 neat meals a day. It was designed for feast, then famine, then feast again. Researcher Herman Poncer, who has spent years studying the Hadza people of Tanzania, one of the last remaining hunter-gatherer populations on Earth, found something that upended a lot of assumptions about human energy use. The Hadza are almost constantly active, walking long distances daily in search of food, and yet their total daily energy expenditure is remarkably similar to that of sedentary people in industrialized countries. Why? Because the human body adapts. It doesn't just burn more calories the more you move. It reallocates energy, quietly, in the background, adjusting other systems so the total stays roughly stable. Your ancestors' bodies were masters of this kind of balance. They had to be. There was no guarantee of a next meal, so the body learned to manage what it had with extraordinary efficiency. Now here's where it gets stranger. If food was irregular, why does your body crave regularity today? Why do you feel hungry at noon, even if you ate a large breakfast? The answer isn't really about your stomach. It's about your brain, and something your brain learned to expect. Humans are pattern-seeking animals. Give the brain a repeated cue enough times, and it will start anticipating that cue before it even happens. Eat lunch at the same time every day for a few weeks, and your body begins releasing hunger signals right before that time arrives, whether or not you actually need food yet. This isn't ancient wiring. It's modern conditioning, layered on top of a system built for something entirely different. So when did the schedule begin? The honest answer is that it crept in slowly, tied not to biology but to work. As agricultural societies formed, then industrial ones, human labor started running on shared clocks. Factories needed shifts. Shifts needed breaks. Breaks needed to happen at predictable times so that entire workforces could eat and return together. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner weren't handed down from evolution. They were handed down from the demands of coordinated labor. Does that mean scheduled eating is bad? Not necessarily, but it does mean something important. The 3 meals a day structure you follow isn't a biological law. It's a cultural convenience dressed up to look permanent. This matters more than you might expect because of what modern science is now uncovering about the timing of food itself. Circadian biologist Sachin Panda has researched how the timing of eating interacts with the body's internal clock, not just what you eat, but when. His work suggests that eating across a narrower window during the day, closer to how irregular, opportunity-driven ancestral eating might have looked, can influence everything from metabolic health to sleep quality. The body, it turns out, is still listening for patterns that resemble the ones it evolved with, even if it has been trained into new ones. Picture your ancestors again. No breakfast table, No fixed hour for the first bite of the day. Just a body finely tuned to detect opportunity and respond to it immediately, whether that opportunity showed up